Hi guys, this is Shikha Agrawal. Welcome to my channel Bhagwati IS and PSC classes. In this we are just starting the brand new polity series where there will be a revision through MCQs. So our today's topic is preamble, friends. So let's see the first question. The language of preamble has been borrowed from the constitution of which country? So your options are USA, Australia, Canada and South Africa. So the answer is Australia, friends. Remember, the term and idea has been borrowed from the USA, friends, but the language of the preamble has been borrowed from Australian Constitution. Now let's move to the second question. The philosophical postulates of the Constitution of India are based on. Your options are Nehru Report, 1928, Objective Resolution of Pandit Nehru ji, 1947. C is the Mahatma Gandhi's article Independence in Young India, 1922, and the D is Indian National Congress Resolution for Complete Independence, 1929. So as you all know, the answer is B, Objective Resolution of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in 1947. So friends, just remember that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he had given the vision of the Indian Constitution in the third assembly, which held on 13 December 1946, and after that this has been adopted on 22nd January 1947. So this is very important. Let's move to the next question, friends. The preamble of Indian Constitution. A, not a part of the Constitution. B, is it a part of the Constitution but neither confers any powers, not imposes any duties, nor it can be of any use in interpreting other provisions of the Constitution. C, is it a part of the Constitution and can be of use in interpreting the other provisions of the Constitution in case of ambiguity? Or D, is it a part of the Constitution and it confers powers and imposes duties as other provisions of the Constitution? So just remember, friends, that preamble is a part. First of all, so option A can be eliminated from this. It is a part, right? Then these three, out of these three, does it infer any powers? उससे कुछ powers मिलती हैं या कुछ duty impose करता है? ये दोनों ही provisions नहीं है. Then option B and D can be eliminated. Now you are left with the C. If we go by elimination method, definitely it has significance in this, that it can be used in interpreting other provisions of the Constitution in case of ambiguity. अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजेस को कोई केस में ambiguity लगती है, कोई प्रोविजंस क्लियर नहीं होता है, तो वो प्रीएम्बल को रेफर करते हैं उस चीज़ को अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए. प्रीएम्बल में जो एम्स हैं, प्रिंसिपल्स हैं, विजन है, वो रिफ्लेक्ट करता है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को, उसको इंटरप्रेट करके जजमेंट देते हैं. राइट टू प्राइवेसी आर्टिकल 21 में आया, उसके लिए भी प्रीएम्बल को रेफर किया गया था, फ्रेंड्स. सो दिस इज द आंसर. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट? द प्रीएम्बल ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डिक्लेयर्स the resolve of the people of India बेसिकली बोल रहा है कि जो प्रीएम्बल है इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को क्या रिजॉल्व करता है. आई होप यू रिमेंबर. बेसिकली एम क्या है इसके, JLEF, दैट इज जस्टिस, लिबर्टी, इक्वलिटी एंड फ्रैटर्निटी. तो अब देख सकते हैं आप ऑप्शंस में. पहला ऑप्शन है फ्रीडम ऑफ रेसिडेंस एनीवेयर इन द कंट्री, नो. राइट टू एस्टैब्लिश एंड एडमिनिस्टर educational institutions of choice, no. Liberty of belief, faith and worship, yes. Right to education at the primary level, no. Liberty of thought expression, belief, faith and worship. So it's a simple direct question. For this you have to remember the text of the preamble, friends. Now the term economic justice in the preamble of the Constitution of India is a resolution for, बताइए. ऑप्शन ए इक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ वेल्थ, ऑप्शन बी इकोनॉमी इन द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ जस्टिस, ऑप्शन सी सोशो इकोनॉमिक रेवोल्यूशन और ऑप्शन डी चीप जस्टिस टू द पुअर. Simple, friends. Economic justice is related to the equal distribution of the wealth. It's equal distribution of the wealth, friends. So this is the answer. Now think over this. This is also quite simple. If you just know the keyword, the meaning of these keywords, if the concept is clear, this is a very easy question. Match list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below. Match the column, your terms mentioned in the preamble, and second is the implications of these terms. Okay, so what is republic, friends? It is a head of the state, is to be elected, right, and not a hereditary monarch. So A का 1 हो गया. Secular का state does not recognize any religion as a state religion. इसमें भी 2 होते हैं, negative secular and positive secularism. इंडिया में positive secularism है. Democratic का meaning क्या होता है? That government gets its authority from the will of the people. And sovereign, that state is free to conduct its own affairs, both internal and external, right? तो simple है, A B C D का 1 2 3 4, that's it. इसका आंसर क्या हो जाएगा, फ्रेंड्स? ए हो जाएगा. Okay, now the next question. The text of the preamble to the Constitution of India aims to secure. टेक्स्ट क्या एम करता है, ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है प्रीएम्बल के? इज इट द फंडामेंटल राइट्स टू ऑल द सिटीजन्स, और इज इट द फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज टू सिटीजन्स ऑफ इंडिया, और सी दैट इज द डिग्निटी ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल and unity and integrity of the nation, or is it the D, security of service to government servants? So if you remember the text, the objectives, it's very simple, friends. It's just like just remember this keyword, justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, dignity of the individual, and unity and integrity. So dignity of the individual was there in the original text. Unity and integrity of the nation was being added by 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. So definitely C is the answer. It's straightforward question. It is directly put up and taken from the text of the preamble. So text of the preamble has to be memorized, friends. So our next question is, which of the following terms was not included, just remember, not included in a Union of Trinity? Union of Trinity by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in his concluding speech in the Constituent Assembly. So विदाउट ऑप्शन पता होना चाहिए. इट्स जस्ट लिबर्टी, इक्वालिटी, फ्रैटर्निटी. ये 3 चीज़ें. ऑब्वियसली ये 3 एक साथ हमने फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन से ली थी. इंस्पायर्ड बाय द फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन वी हैव टेकन दिस ट्रिनिटी, एंड दीज आर नॉट 3 सेपरेट टर्म्स, दे हैव टू बी टेकन टुगेदर. एंड एक भी इसमें अगर सेपरेट हुआ, द होल कॉन्सेप्ट विल गेट कोलैप्स. सो इट्स वेरी सिंपल. Now this is the odd one, so the answer is flexibility. Next, the words socialist and secular were inserted in the preamble by the. कितने बार रिपीट हो चुका है कि कौन से कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अमेंडमेंट से ये 2 पर्टिकुलर वर्ड्स को इंक्लूड किया गया है. इज इट 15th अमेंडमेंट, इज इट 39th अमेंडमेंट, इज इट 42nd अमेंडमेंट और 44th अमेंडमेंट? बताइए फ्रेंड्स. It's a very simple question. 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. 1976. Now next question. Your sequence is being asked, huh? Sequence is asked. The sequence in which the given terms are mentioned in the preamble to the Constitution of India is. अगर आपको सीक्वेंस याद है, मैंने बोला था आपको कि एक सीक्वेंस के लिए से ये रिलेट कर सकते हैं आप इसे SSSDR, राइट? SSSDR, दैट इज सॉवरेन सोशलिस्ट सेक्युलर डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक. अगर आपको ये भी याद है तो आप इससे एलिमिनेट कर सकते हैं कि DR ये दोनों में आ रहा है, तो ये एलिमिनेट हो गया C और D. और फिर आप फर्स्ट टर्म सॉवरेन है, तो दिस इज द आंसर. The last question of the series. The preamble to the Constitution of India, A, is not a part of the Constitution. B, it indicates the objectives to be achieved. C, cannot be amended by the Parliament. Or D, is a source of authority of the Constitution of India. Of the Constitution. It is the part of the Constitution. Now it indicates the objectives. Yes, the objectives. What are the objectives? Again, J, L, E, F: justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, and dignity of the individual, and unity and integrity of the nation. So these are the objectives which has to be achieved through the Constitution. Then C, it cannot be amended. It had been amended when? In 1976 through 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. So this is wrong. And D is a source of authority of the Constitution of India. No. Preamble is not the source of authority. In fact, friends, preamble reflect that people are the source of authority of the Constitution of India. कौन है source of authority? जनता, लोग, people of India, citizens. So this is again wrong. Your answer is B, indicates the objectives to be achieved. So that's all from my side. If you have any doubts and queries, do let me know in the comment section, friends. And constructive criticism are always welcome. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel for further updates. Take care.